so today just cleaning some carburetors. I ultrasonically clean these in a heated tank, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. These are off a Honda Shadow 750. They're not in too bad shape. This is a typical carburetor, what I find. And you can see there's been some water and rust. But it'll clean a lot of it up. The main thing is that we get the debris out. We need like nice clean bowls. It's called bowls. Fill bowls. These are the idle pilot jets. This is what's responsible for allowing the bike to idle. We'll give them a good ultrasonic bath. This is after a good bath in the heated ultrasonic tank. That's what you hear going right now. And these, I sprayed WD-40 on it to displace the water and the shaft seals and all that, so that way it doesn't seize up. I did blow them dry with air, get all the moisture off of them, and then just coat certain areas like the shafts and stuff, the butterflies, with this WD-40, and waiting for the other parts to finish cleaning now. You can see it's nice and clean. Injects are clean. And wait for the other parts. Okay, so we're starting reassembly here, and just cleaned out this bowl. This bowl had like a lot of water and scale in it. Sometimes I like to use like a little Brillo pad and just make sure that this surface is nice and clean. Right here, this is where the gasket will sit. Everything looks pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and I've already assembled the needle and seat and the bowl, the float bowls. I've already checked the level. Make sure that they're closing. Use a piece of hose and we'll blow. Make sure that that's closed. There's the line of the dowels. And we'll take our screws. So. Okay, like this. Be careful, you don't want to strip these bolts. Okay, something like that. Okay, now these are called CV carburetors, which are constant velocity carburetors, and they're pretty basic in design. They all share the same similarities. Use a diaphragm, which is this guy here. Sometimes these diaphragms aren't the easiest to install, and it's very important that we get these things installed correctly. They shrink over time, they become brittle, so we're going to make sure that put this thing in there, like so. And gets one spring, and then we get a cover. Make sure that the mating flange is clean and that this is orientated correctly. You'll see that it'll have a breather spot. And just make sure that that goes where it needs to go. And It should be sealed. Another way to test this is after. You can see if it makes a sound like it should make a sound like that. And that's just basically the circuit working. Oh, I forgot to put the pilots in. We're gonna have to take the bowls back apart. See, got ahead of myself. Little short screws go on the top here. Put the short one in. We can go ahead and do this side. Same way. Make sure we get that vent lined up. I'm just going to push it down on the spring. They clean these carburetors really well with the ultrasonic tank. The heated ultrasonic tank is the way to go. I use a bilge cleaner in it, like 80% of it. Put a little water. Sometimes I go 100% depending on how bad the carbs are. But the solution is not cheap. I mean, it's cheaper than most options, but for sure you're going to want to come up with a way that works for you. I was able to clean the petcock, it was stuck. This guy here, I was able to salvage this guy, now it's working as intended. I was even able to save the pre-screen, which is still good. And then don't forget the rubber O-ring that goes in the bottom there. That'll seal the petcock. Okay, we need to open the bowls back up because I forgot to put the pilot jets in. That's kind of important. It's not a big deal. I'll just open it up real quick. Like so. Leave the bolts on there. And these are the pilot jets right here. I always take these out because I want to blow through them and just make sure I get all the crap out of them. I've done thousands of carburetors with this machine, and I used to really enjoy, you know, finding mucky carburetors and watching how clean, or watching how good they clean up. Put this one back. Make sure that the gasket stayed in place and that we're not going to pinch it. It would suck to get these all on there and then you have a leak. This happened to me way back in the day when I was learning. Make sure you didn't pick up some lint. Tiny orifice in there. It's like the size of a human hair. If you need to poke something through them, I use a welding tip cleaner. Works excellent. Okay. I like using this because it gives it a nice snap, you know, torques it. Sometimes these bowls, they need that. They need to be sunk down, and it really helps. All right, so now basically I can put my fuel fee hoses on. I'm going to go ahead and replace the fuel filter that's on the bike, and I'm going to pull the pump and make sure that I got everything clean before reassembly. Very important. Making sure things are lubed up. The choke, piston style chokes on these things were pretty dirty. You had like some rust come out of them, so just making sure everything's clean. This ultrasonic tank cleans everything really, really well. But cool. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you.